You know, there are artists who are getting a lot of views, and there are artists who, you know, they can sell tickets. You know, how do you go about knowing whether or not an artist can sell tickets, or they're just good online? Like, how do you go about deciphering?
You got to do your research and see what cities they got fans in. So sometimes I go to like Spotify and see the top 5 cities.
Yeah.
But it don't always pop up. But when they do that, that could be helpful. But other than that, you just gotta do your research. Maybe like ask around, like if you got like an Instagram, to see who they want to see or what cities they want to see them in. So like, that's how I really go about it.
Okay. But you know, I hear so many stories, you know, of people stealing like money in the business, or just doing like, you know, shady things in his business. Like, have you ever dealt with things like that?
Not really, cause most of the time I work like by myself, so I'm not really. So I would say no.
Okay, yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah, not for
sure. Stories I heard. Word. How do you deal with last minute cancellations for artists who just don't show up, you know, to a show? And has that ever even happened?
You said when the artists don't come to the show?
2 things, like last minute, like canceling last minute, or them not even showing up. Has it happened, and how do you deal with it if it happens?
Like last minute cancellations, if it's like something else besides the artist not coming, I probably just reschedule it, or just cancel and get the fans the money back, or just postpone it. And then people not showing up, I'll probably say like, I don't think that. I had an artist show up like late to a show before, where I had to refund everybody. But other than that, like, that's where I learned my lesson. So I always tell the artist come like 30 minutes early now.
Gotcha. So you never had a situation where the artist never showed up, right?
Nah, only late. That's about it.
Gotcha. That's what's up. You know, I wanted to know that too. Like, you know, what happens if they can't sell a ticket? You know, how do you handle like that? How do you handle it? If last minute you realize, oh shit, this is not making as much as I expected it to make.
Either cancel it and just move on, or I say postpone it like a couple of weeks and just try to do a better job at promo.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't even be about the promo. Like, artists might not be hot no more.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, it's just weird.
Yeah. You know that? Do you see that a lot? Like artists, let's say the beginning of the year, the people was demanding to see that artist, and in the middle of the year, end of the year, it's just quiet. Does that?
Yeah, I see that should be happening. Like
how? Like what causes that?
I don't know. I think maybe not being consistent with like either. You got to be consistent with dropping music and doing shows, like, cause shows make you lit too in a way. So people see a lit show, they gonna want to go to your next show.
Gotcha. So both are equally important.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Bad. If they can't sell, if an artist can't sell tickets, do you lose out on your deposit?
Nah, cause you, like, for the most part, you should have a contract, so contract will have everything on there. So for the most part, you don't really lose nothing. You might lose on a deposit from the venue, because that's not the venue fault. You feel me? So like that, you might lose on the money from the venue, or they might just let you do a different date. Yeah. So that's really up to them.
Gotcha. The reason I asked that, because I'm sure you brought up DThang before. There was a situation between DThang, you, and everything, you know. But before we get into that, you know, how did y'all put that show together? Like, how did y'all connect?
Oh, DThang?
Yeah, how did you connect?
Oh, he had reached out to me on Instagram, and he just wanted to do a show, so I just had to put it together, like, I think a couple of weeks later or something like that.
Okay. Where was the show supposed to be?
Supposed to be in Queens. Okay. I think.
Got you. And eventually, you know, it came out that I guess they were trying to say you didn't pay him or something like that. Yeah. But what did end up happening?
So basically I seen, I think it was his manager, somebody posted on their story. I think they even tagged me, I think. And he's put, go tag SoTalented and tell him, like, basically he was saying that I was the reason for the show being canceled because I didn't pay people. But that was never the case, because the show was supposed to happen that same day he posted that. And then, like, I seen that post, and then I think a fan hit me up saying that he's locked up So I'm just trying to figure it out. So like, basically they was lying saying I ain't paid them, but it didn't make no sense because the show didn't even happen. And for me, the fans telling me he's locked up, so I didn't really know what's going on. And then I had to come out and say what I had to say because they can't really like tarnish my name like that for me. So
yeah, did he get locked up the day of the show or prior?
That thing I really don't know, bro, because I think I spoke to him maybe a couple of days before that. So I'll say he probably got locked up maybe either that day or like the day or before, because nobody really knew. So it was just random.
Got you.
For me.
Yeah.
But any artists I know like that I work with, I always pay them. So it's never about that, bro.
Yeah. So them saying you didn't pay. Like when do you they're saying you didn't pay the full or you didn't pay the deposit?
Nah, cause the deal we had worked out was he was supposed to just get the bag when he came to the show. So like he never came to the show. There was never no show. So it's like it didn't make sense. I ain't pay nobody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So basically,
Because some artists don't take deposits. Like it might be their first show is like they just hit you up like yo, for me lock in the show. So like I just sell the tickets and pay them day of the show. So like some artists I do a deposit with, some I don't. Really depend for me.
Yeah.
So that's how it was.
So y'all agreement was when you come to the show, you will be paid X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
Got you. So he never came, so that's why he didn't get paid.
Yeah. So that's really all it was though.
Okay. What was the story with the 17 tickets? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Some of my subscribers was like, "There's no way, DThang gets a whole bunch of views. There's no way." But
yeah.
So what's the story with that?
I mean, it might have been because it was a secret location. So like some fans might not want to know. They might not want to buy a ticket before they know where the address is at. So it could have been that or like bad promo. But I mean, he get a lot of views and all that. So like for me, it didn't really make sense. But it probably does like I guess a secret location, but I don't know.
Yeah, but he really just sold 17 tickets.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
For me.
Okay. Yeah.